Ready when you are.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our webinar series on the Resurgence 2 program. I am Dr. Eloisa Clementich, the proud president and CEO here at Invest Atlanta, and I'm super excited that you are on today and that you are going to hear some of the details and tips about what you need to do when you're applying. But before we jump into that, I do want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank each of you that are committed to the city of Atlanta and committed to making our economic ecosystem vibrant with services to this community. So I thank you for what you do. I thank you for your commitment to our city, and we're doing all we can, including this city council and this wonderful mayor, in ensuring that Atlanta stays competitive today and in the future. So with that, I hope that you will learn a lot from this session. And I'm going to ask Melody Eccles, who's really just taken this program on and made it easier for you to participate in it. So Melody, take it away. And thanks to all those on this call for also getting up early. So Jeff, Catrice, Riley, Kelsey, and Michelle for your dedication in helping us make this possible. But Melody, all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Eloisa. And good morning, everyone. Again, thank you for joining us bright and early this Wednesday morning. I'm Melody Eccles. I'm the Assistant Director of Invest Atlanta's ARP programming. I'm actually going to share a presentation with you today on our ATLinBusiness program, especially during these unprecedented times. Invest Atlanta hears how small businesses have had to pivot or adjust their businesses in order to just keep their business up and running and have the resources they need to go after different funding sources, grant programs, things of that nature. So we have some super exciting programming to share that will assist our small businesses with all of their technical assistance needs during these times. So I'll just share my screen real quick. Perfect. So today we're going through just a program overview of ATLinBusiness, some eligibility requirements. We'll talk through exactly who our business consultants are that are available to you and what services they provide. And then I'll walk you through how to connect with a business consultant through our portal. And finally, we're covering a lot of information. So if you have any questions, we'll have a Q&A session at the end, but you can also drop them in the Q&A throughout the presentation. We'll do our best to answer any of those questions throughout the presentation. So keep an eye out for any responses if any of our team members on the call have provided those to you, but we will address all unanswered questions at the end of the presentation. So first and foremost, Invest Atlanta is the official economic development authority for the city of Atlanta. As Eloisa mentioned, our purpose is to really strengthen Atlanta's economy and our global competitiveness to create increased opportunity and prosperity for all people of Atlanta. So the purpose behind the ATLinBusiness program is really centered around that goal. We're using federal COVID relief funding under the American Rescue Plan Act to provide free technical assistance to small businesses and nonprofits throughout the city. This technical assistance will be provided by several business consultants that Invest Atlanta has competitively procured through an RFP process. So what is ATLinBusiness? ATLinBusiness is an online portal that connects our small businesses with our business consultants for one-on-one, no-cost services. There's a wide range of services available, which we'll get into a little bit later on in the presentation, but they range from finance to marketing, HR and bookkeeping, legal services, web development, you name it, really is a wide range of services. So the ATLinBusiness program also aims to reach small businesses wherever it's convenient for you guys. So once you've connected with a business consultant through our portal, you can choose to meet with them virtually to receive those services, or you may choose to meet with them in person. So for our business owners that prefer that face-to-face interaction, Invest Atlanta has created what we're calling hubs throughout the city to be more accessible to our businesses. We have dedicated space at Pittsburgh Yards off of University Avenue, at the Russell Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, and as well as the Mary Parker Foundation on Campbellton Road. We have dedicated Invest Atlanta staff at each location, as well as additional space where you can set up a meeting with one of our business consultants if you'd like that face-to-face interaction. We also have presence at the iVillage, where we have one of our small business advocates who is there and extremely knowledgeable about everything Invest Atlanta offers. So again, the goal of this program overall is not only to provide that free one-on-one consulting to our small businesses and nonprofits, but we're also just trying to make sure we're making every effort we can to ensure that Invest Atlanta is accessible and available to assist as needed. So I want to touch on eligibility because we are utilizing federal funding and because we are serving the city of Atlanta. We do have some requirements that businesses will have to meet in order to be eligible. I will note that both for-profits and nonprofits are eligible. So there are just a couple of key differences in those requirements that I will point out. So first, for for-profits. For-profits are eligible if, number one, they have their 2022 City of Atlanta business license and can show that they had less than 250 employees as of December 31st, 2021. If a business is for-profit and has not yet gotten their business license, maybe they're not quite there, and maybe that's one of the reasons why they're seeking assistance. In that case, we may accept that business's 2022 Secretary of State annual registration, as well as proof of the business owner's City of Atlanta residency. This can be a copy of a recent utility bill with the owner's name on it. Again, as the city's economic development agency, we do have to ensure that we are serving those located within City of Atlanta limits. We also ask that our businesses attest just via an affidavit that we've created that they've experienced a financial hardship due to COVID. And this is for compliance purposes since we are using federal COVID relief funding. And then if a business is nonprofit, we will still need to determine that they have less than 250 employees, and that organization will still have to provide the financial hardship affidavit that I mentioned. But the difference is really around the business license. We know several nonprofits are not required to have their business license. So in lieu of that, we may accept a 2022 City of Atlanta letter of good standing. Similarly, if the nonprofit organization does not yet have their business license or letter of good standing, then they can provide their Secretary of State registration and proof of City of Atlanta residency. Additionally, for nonprofits, we will need to see a copy of your organization's IRS determination letter as well. So who have we selected as our business consultants? Invest Atlanta, again, we competitively procured 13 different business consultants to provide free one-on-one services to our small businesses and nonprofits within the city. I'm going to go over each one of these just to give you all an idea of what services they provide. I'll go one by one, but as you can see, we have a wide range of consultants available to you. So first we have Atlanta Black Chambers. Atlanta Black Chambers is a nonprofit organization. They advocate for Atlanta's Black-owned businesses, and they provide a wide range of services here, tax and financial services, operations and logistics, legal, IT and networking. They can help with branding and marketing and sales, and they also provide HR support as well. Next, we have Georgia Tech's Enterprise Innovation Institute. They provide support with Business Model Campus, which is essentially a snapshot of a business's situation and creating a roadmap to assist with planning for the future. They also do coaching for company leadership. They can provide a financial assessment for your business, and they can provide a marketing review just to make sure that your marketing strategy is in fact bringing you customers and clients and reaching the audience that you intend. Next, we have the Georgia Micro Enterprise Network, otherwise known as GMEN. GMEN is a statewide network of entrepreneurial training programs and micro lenders, and they support Georgia businesses, providing assistance with accounting and financial services, marketing, video and communication, IT and infrastructure. They can assist with HR and workforce development, and they can also provide legal services as well. We have IPCOM. IPCOM is a minority and women-owned communications agency and printing company. They work with both emerging and established organizations to grow through creative and strategic branding solutions with a focus on purpose-driven communications. So they offer assistance with brand strategy and content development. They can assist with your strategy around multicultural outreach. They can assist with DEI and sustainability. And again, they are printing companies, so they can help with print and fulfillment needs as well. Next, we have the Latin American Chamber of Commerce of Georgia, or LACC. They provide bilingual, so English and Spanish, training, technical assistance, mentoring, and access to capital for entrepreneurs to start, develop, and grow their business. They offer a wide range of services around business formation, navigating how to get your license, business planning, just managing a business overall, and then everything that comes with that. So finance and accounting, marketing, branding, creating an online presence, HR, legal. Again, they can also help with access to capital, and they have risk management and insurance services that they provide as well. Next business consultant on the list is Operation Hope. They have expertise in small business development. They have a Hope Business in a Box program, which is an entrepreneurship training program. Another one of their programs is 1 Million Black Business, an entrepreneur initiative, which is essentially a business development curriculum for Black business owners. It includes online workshops. They have a group of professional small business coaches, as well as a team of industry experts in areas like e-commerce, legal services, accounting, marketing, and public relations that all develop that curriculum. And they can assist with credit and money management as well. Next, we have Prospera. Prospera is a nonprofit organization that specializes in providing bilingual and English and Spanish assistance to Hispanic entrepreneurs. They can help with individual business consulting. They host business seminars for their clients. They help with access to capital, including microlending. And they can also provide guidance on obtaining different minority certifications, if that's something that would be applicable to your business. Next, we have RevB. RevB works with small business owners who, if they need help on a particular project, or if they need a business plan, or if they just need ongoing support to get their business up and running. They service both early stage businesses that are in need of some planning and direction, as well as more established existing businesses that maybe need a new growth strategy or a change in business plans. So they work with businesses at all stages. Specifically, they can provide services of business planning, marketing and sales, digital marketing, social media. They can help with financial analysis and bookkeeping, as well as website development, HR, and leadership training. Next, we have Smithers and Ume Wabo. Smithers is a law group that has partnered with By the Book Accounting and Life Plan Financial Advisors. So they can provide those services. They can provide legal services, they can help with your bookkeeping, and they can provide accounting and financial consulting as well. Next, we have Thrive is a marketing firm, and they work with social enterprises and growth stage startups that are looking to scale their product, culture, and impact. So they are a marketing team, and they are also able to help assist you with workflow automation in that marketing strategy. Next, we have Trevelyan Keller. Trevelyan Keller is a local woman-owned small business that provides support with creative services, web development, social media advertising, digital marketing, and photography. We also have brought in the Urban League of Greater Atlanta. Urban League is an organization that's invested in the economic success of African Americans. They specialize in entrepreneurship, with legislative and policy affairs. They can help with your workforce development, any education and training needed. They provide youth and young adult services, and also specialize in housing and community development as well. And last but not least, we have Zane Access. Zane Access is the not-for-profit arm of the Zane Venture Fund. Zane Venture Fund provides diverse early-stage founders with access to resources, training, and support, and funding that's critical to an entrepreneur's success. So they have a capital readiness program and a pre-capital readiness program They host founder forums, they have a Zane Access innovation weekends, and they just provide mentorship and advisement for those diverse early stage founders. So those are our business consultants that we have brought in. So how do you connect with one of these business consultants? We have tons of services available, as you can see. So when you're ready, how do you connect? I'm going to walk you through what our portal looks like when you are at that point that you would like to schedule a meeting with a business consultant. So first you'll go to ATLinBusiness.com, or you can find a link to this page on the homepage of Invest Atlanta's website. So you can go to investatlanta.com. There's a banner right at the front homepage that will have an ATLinBusiness logo on it, and you can click on that, or you can go directly to ATLinBusiness.com. This is a screen that you will see. There are other resources available at this webpage that we're going to continue to build out. But if you're wanting to connect with one of our business consultants, you can click either of the red buttons. So you can click the Find a Consultant up here, or you can click on Connect Now. So when you click there, this is what the portal looks like. You can see we have all the business consultants listed here. Looks exactly like the slides that I showed previously, just gives an overview of quick bullet points of what they provide. And we have a drop down up at the top where you can select what expertise you're searching for. So there are several options to choose from, but for this example, I'll just show accounting and finance. So if I click on accounting and finance and then hit the search button over here, then all of the business consultants that provide that accounting and finance related service, they're all listed right here. And from there, you can either click on their name to learn more. You can find a link to the consultant's website. You can read some testimonials. We'll have some ratings on there. Or you can click Connect, which will take you to a brief survey that will be submitted to the business consultant, informing them that you are ready to schedule a meeting. So if I click Connect with RevB here, it takes you to a page that looks like this. You can see there's a brief survey to fill out. It really just gives some information to the consultant about who you are and what services you're looking for. And from there, the business consultant will reach out to you within 7 business days to schedule a meeting. You'll also receive an email with that financial hardship affidavit that I mentioned that will need to be submitted along with that eligibility documentation before meeting with one of the business consultants. So again, I want to emphasize that this is at no cost to you, no cost to our businesses. We're using federal COVID relief funding through the American Rescue Plan Act to pay for these services. It's one-on-one free consulting. You can meet with one of our consultants either virtually or in person at one of our hubs that are listed here. Again, we have space at Pittsburgh Yards, at the Russell Center, at the Mary Parker Foundation, as well as iVillage. So I know that was a lot of information. I hope it was helpful to learn about what services are offered and how to connect with a business consultant through the ATLinBusiness Portal. With that, I will turn it over to the team to read out any questions that may have been submitted throughout this presentation. So, Michelle, Catris, any Q&As you see?
There's only one question. Will this recording be shared to registrants? And yes, it will be.
Yes, this will be shared. We'll send it out to all registrants. It's also live streaming on our Facebook, so you can find it on the Invest Atlanta Facebook page as well. And I do want to, I included our program email address here. It's ATLinBusiness@investatlanta.com. So you can use that email address to reach out if you have any questions. I also just wanted to name out the ATLinBusiness program team here. We have Jeff Morris, who is our program manager, and Kelsey Maynard, who is our small business advocate. Both these guys are amazing. They're incredibly knowledgeable in this space, and they're knowledgeable of what Invest Atlanta offers. And they're just here and willing to help in any way that they can So that's the team, and you can reach them at that ATLinBusiness@investatlanta.com address.
Melody, we do have a question. I'm still waiting on my business license approval. Can they help with that piece as well? Also, can you show how to schedule again? I missed that piece.
Sure. So with the business license, really the best thing would be to reach out to the city's business license department. If you email their revenue compliance team, they can kind of get you an update on where you're at with that. We know that it's taking a little bit for business licenses to be issued. We can also accept proof that your business license was paid for. So if you have that, that would be sufficient as well. Unfortunately, there's, it's just kind of is what it is with waiting on that business license. But we are trying to be helpful in that if you can show that you paid for it, you applied and paid for it, we can take that before you've received your physical license. But yes, I can go back to, I'll just walk through this one more time. So you'll go to the ATLinBusiness.com website, or you can go to investatlanta.com. And there's a banner right on the homepage that has a link to the ATLinBusiness site, and you can click it from there. So when you get to this homepage, you'll click either of the red buttons here. So you can either click Find a Consultant at the top, or you can click Connect Now. When you click Connect Now or Find a Consultant, this is what the portal looks like. And this is where you can see we have all of the business consultants listed here. They have a quick overview of who they are and just bullet points of what services that they provide. And then at the top up here where it says select expertise, you can select what expertise you're looking for in services. So you click the drop down and there's tons of different options here. The example I have on this presentation is just for accounting and finance, but if you click on accounting and finance and then hit the search button over here, then it filters for what business consultants we have available that provide that accounting and finance service. So from there, you can either click on the name of the organization. If you click on the name, it brings you just to an overview. It has a link to their website. There's some testimonials there, some ratings. So you can read through that. You can kind of scroll through and look at how each consultant may be different, may be more tailored for what you need. But when you're ready to connect, then you'll click that connect here. So if I click connect with RevB, then it brings you to a survey that looks kind of like this. And this is just kind of it's just a brief survey asking questions that will help the business consultant learn more about you, will learn more about where your business is at. Are you a startup? Have you been established for a while? What are your specific needs? Just to get them a little bit more information. And from there, you will you'll receive an email that will have that financial hardship affidavit that you'll need to complete, and the business consultant will reach out to you directly within 7 business days. And our team is monitoring that to make sure that our business consultants are being, punctual on that. So if we see that someone's kind of been queued up for a while and they're kind of reaching that 7-day mark, we'll nudge them a bit. So we're trying to make sure that we do stay on that so that it's not a huge waiting game for this. But that's essentially it. You'll just fill out that survey, you'll get that confirmation email, and you'll hear from the consultant within 7 days.
Melody, if my business is registered with the state of Georgia and I am a resident, I don't need a business license, correct?
That's correct. You'll have to be a resident of the city of Atlanta. And to prove that, we'll need to see a utility bill within the last 3 months is what we're calling recent. And that just has your name on it, and we can confirm that that address is within city of Atlanta limits.
This question is a little bit involved, so the person might need to email, but we won a pitch competition within the Urban League SBDC last year. Are there other programs that offer pitch competitions that provide prize money? Can we do this program again? Which consultants would be best to help us uniquely secure capital without taking out a loan?
That is a great question. I would encourage you to email that ATLinBusiness.com email address, and someone from the team can, I think that, would be worth jumping on a phone call and discussing. And also, that might be something that you include in that survey as you're reaching out to these business consultants. They may have more resources available to you and can provide some more information on that.
And I would just compliment that, Melody. There is a Startup Atlanta webpage that lists all of the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem support networks. And so any events, so if there were any other pitch competitions, they would be listed in that website. So I would also suggest you visiting that website as a way to see what other events are being offered in the city. And there are also other groups that specialize on innovation or for startups. And I can think of areas like ATDC is a good place, Atlanta Tech Village, Switchyard. These are all entities where businesses or startups gather that you could also share this type of information with. So that may be another option for you.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I would also add that our hubs that we have throughout the city are strategically in those types of spaces, right? They're in those co-working spaces where a lot of those similar entrepreneurs and startups are located. So if you want to see us at one of those locations, we have some Invest Atlanta staff that are dedicated to work with small businesses, and that might be a good approach and place to start as well.
How does a company become a part of the community of consultants?
So unfortunately, we issued an RFP last year to procure these consultants. We aren't accepting any others. So they just are, the consultants are who they are for this program. If you are a similar organization that can provide some sort of technical assistance or consulting, you can shoot this ATLinBusiness@bestland.com an email. We'll make sure that you're on the list of notifications for future RFPs, for future opportunities, and for similar programming. But for this program specifically, unfortunately, that RFP process has concluded.
We don't have any other questions right now in the Q&A.
Okay. Maybe give it.
Oh, one just came through. I'm an extremely early stage founder who just started my business mid-2021 and am an Atlanta resident. I have a COA business license and a Georgia registration. Just want to clarify my eligibility because I think I heard you mention a COVID hardship requirement. Can you expound more on the COVID piece?
Sure. Yeah. So again, because we are using COVID relief funding from U.S. Treasury, we do have to maintain compliance with that. So what Invest Atlanta has done, specifically for our Resurgence program, but we're also utilizing it for this program as well, we've created, a case for all small businesses and nonprofits in the city. We've collected different sources of data to support the fact that all small businesses and nonprofits in the city have been financially impacted by COVID. We have the data to support that as for the program as a whole. So with that, we don't necessarily have to ask each participant of this program or each grantee of the Resurgence program to prove that they have had loss of revenue or some hardship. We're not asking for proof of profit and loss statements. We're not asking for tax returns. We have the data on hand to support that. But just for an additional piece of compliance comfort for us, we just created, it's just a one-page affidavit that asks you to say whether you're a for-profit or nonprofit, and just sign and say that, yes, I had some financial impact due to COVID. So that's really it. We just ask that it's signed and notarized. And again, it's just for compliance purposes on our end. But based on everything else that was said in that question, it sounds like you would meet the eligibility requirements with having the business license, the Secretary of State registration, and being an Atlanta resident.
And just to complement that, Melody, and put some perspective. So the idea here is if you are, let's think about a grocery store. There were some businesses that were able to grow during COVID. The objective of the federal government is to help those businesses that, on the other hand, did not prosper during COVID. So that's what the objective is to try to ensure that the grants are going to those businesses that actually grew as a result of COVID, and we've all seen those. So here it would be any business. It could have been, you know, your loss of clientele. It could have been loss of revenue stream, a loss of access to resources, anything that had negatively impacted you. But if your business, in the retrospect, if you were able to grow and hire on more employees and increase your income, then this program specifically would not be targeted to you.
The Q&A is clear for right now.
Should we just give another couple minutes, or always
Somebody else asked if you can just reiterate the name of the program.
Yeah, so this is the ATLinBusiness program. You can see the logo down here in the web address here. So you can access it at ATLinBusiness.com, or you can go to the Invest Atlanta homepage. There's a big banner right on the homepage that has the ATLinBusiness logo, and you can find a direct link there.
We don't have any other questions currently.
Another minute. Great. Well, if there are no other questions, again, thank you all so much for joining. I do encourage you to reach out to that ATLinBusiness@investatlanta.com email address. Our team here, Jeff, Kelsey, myself, we're all monitoring that email and are happy to answer any questions if you need some clarification. This webinar is recorded. We'll send it out to all registrants. You can also find it on the Invest Atlanta Facebook page as well. And feel free to reach out if you have any other questions, maybe not specifically for this program, but if you're a small business and you're just looking to connect and find some more resources, we're happy to help. That's really the goal of the program, is just to be available to small businesses. So again, thank you all for joining us. I hope this information was helpful, but hope you all have a great rest of your day.